So let's talk about a subject which we've mentioned a couple of times over the past few years, but we haven't mentioned it for a while, which gives us licence this morning to talk about the future of Harry Kane, who starts a course for Tottenham today. Robbie, here's my question, because there are reports at the moment talking about his future, of course, so we're reflecting on this. His contract runs out next summer. If they're going to get any money for him, he has to be sold, therefore, this summer. The reports are that the club don't want to sell him. What should Daniel Levy do with Harry Kane?
Well, what he should do is sit him down and have a real long chat with Harry Kane and obviously desperately try and persuade him to sign a new contract at the club. That's, of course, what he's going to try and do. Now, whether he has to sell him on a new project with a different manager, possibly. And we know that Kane's been sold on that before with the Jose Mourinho thing, and actually stayed before that for the stadium. I'll stay for the stadium. I'll stay for Jose Mourinho. Oh, I'll stay for Antonio Conte. It could be exciting. So there's a selling job to be done. But if I suspect that he doesn't want to sign a new contract, then he should sell him, Rebecca. I don't think he's going to... I don't think we chatted on the podcast about it. I don't think he would do that, but I think he should sell him for probably $80 million or something, because you don't want to lose him on a free transfer when he'll obviously go anyway on a free. So persuade him to say, if he doesn't, then you sell him this summer to get a chunk of money and realise this can't go on forever. Well,
the reports are, Robbie, that they're being patient with him as he tries to make up his mind. But the key, as Robbie was saying, was this conversation that he has to have with Kane has to happen before the end of the transfer window in August in order to get the money if they're going to get the money.
It does. And as Robbie said, we've had 3 of those conversations before, one moving into a new stadium, one to support Mourinho, one to support Conte. There's 2 sides to the discussion. From the club point of view, if you're ambitious, if you're Daniel Levy, you do not sell this player. The best striker, most consistent striker in the Premier League. Plug in and play, Rebecca. Any team in the Premier League, he goes in, makes them better, gets goals. Not only does he get goals playing from the top of the pitch, he's got the Kevin De Bruyne skills where he can drop into midfield and make goals. So you ask Chelsea how easy it is to find a player like that. You ask Manchester United how easy it is to find a player like that. That's why Harry Kane would be so highly sought after if this period comes up. But if you're ambitious, if you want to win things, they have to keep hold of him, Rebecca, at Tottenham Hotspur. And this week, Antonio Conte is talking about 4th place is like winning a title. Well, maybe 4th place is that going to be enough to keep Harry Kane at the football club?
But if Kane is ambitious, put yourself in his shoes, he has to leave, doesn't he?
Yeah, he has to. And you know what? Just thinking about it a little bit further there, if he doesn't leave, and this is what might be going through Daniel Levy's head as well, if he doesn't leave this summer, then I think he stays. Because you can go through the league table, and I think he's going to want to stay in the Premier League to try and beat the all-time Premier League goal scoring, right? I think he wants to stay and win. So if you look through the sides, it's only Manchester United, really, this summer that would be perfect for Harry Kane. That's where he's going to want to go. Now, if he doesn't, and if Daniel Levy says, you're not going, you're not signing a new contract, well, OK, we're going to keep you. Man United won't wait, I don't believe, any longer for a striker. They'll get somebody. Then if you go down the table, take out the rivals of Chelsea and Arsenal, everybody else is going to be all set for a striker. So at that point, I think then Harry Kane will, well, I might as well stay here for good. So that might be going through Levy's mind to say, you know, if we keep him this summer, we can have him.
If you're Harry Kane, Rob, your granddad Kane, you've got the grandchildren on your lap, and they say, Grandad, what did you win? And he talks about golden boots and he talks about highest goal scoring, but there's no trophies for team winning.
And Daniel Levy doesn't care about it, does he? He doesn't care about it.
So who's got the control here, Kane or Levy?
Levy's got the control.
Kane's got the control.
So Kane will go in the summer if he wants to go?
No, Kane will go the summer after if he wants to go.
Yeah, but I just think at that point, who's going to be in for nearly 31-year-old Harry Kane when everybody else is all set with their strikers?
I told you we would do a Harry Kane conversation, and we've had it. Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe, studio host for NBC's coverage of the Premier League. Don't forget to hit subscribe to watch more videos all season long. For even more Premier League content, from original series to live matches, head over to Peacock and be sure to tune in for Premier League mornings every weekend on USA Network and on Peacock. We will see you over there.